Please excuse me while I go set my iPhone on fire.
Want daily tech news in a way that doesn't suck? Of course you do! Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Front Page Tech, of course, show that gives you all latest tech news. From one geek that is me to another that is you. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. I have a question, guys, ladies and gentlemen watching the show. I have a question. What the f***? I saw your comments yesterday about how smooth my skin is, and it was asking me if I'm using a beauty filter with our camera. Yes, you caught us. We actually run every episode of this show through a Snapchat filter before we post it. You figured it out. What the f*** is wrong with you people? I'm sorry that my skin is so smooth and perfect. News. Alright, so first up for the day's story, numero uno. If you are an iPhone user, you should be absolutely terrified and hurt. Your feelings should be hurt. If you're an Android user, you can sit this one out. Just sit on the sidelines and point and laugh at all the iPhone users right now. Facebook has been secretly using your camera while you scroll through your feed. So a dude named Joshua Maddox. Josh. His name's Josh. So he pointed this whole thing out. He shows that the Facebook app for iOS, as he's scrolling through his feed, you can see his camera actively working in the background. And guess what? It's only happening on iOS. It's only happening on iPhones. And after he came out and said this was happening, it's been able to be replicated by other people who's like, is this happening to me? Is it happening to me too? Turns out, yup. Now, obviously, Facebook has come out and said that this is nothing but a bug. Don't worry, it's just a bug. But I mean, come on, we all know this is not a bug. The benefits to this are actually fairly high for Facebook. Like, as you're scrolling through your feed and they're using your camera, they're able to gauge your reactions and better surface stuff on your feed. Like, the data that they can collect and do research and analysis on this stuff, like just the footage of your face going through your feed, seeing how you react to stuff, your facial expressions, facial features, all of that stuff is highly valuable to them. This is not a bug. No matter what they say, this was not a bug. They just got caught. That's it. Now, as I was filming this, they actually came out and said that they're going to be fixing it. Don't worry. It's just a bug. Just an innocent little bug, and we're gonna fix it. So, I don't know. Hopefully, by the time this episode goes out, it's been fixed. But Jesus, it's terrifying knowing that this stuff happens in the background, and who knows when the next thing comes up, you can't trust a motherfucking person. So for the tens of you out there that are still using Facebook, today would probably be a great time to jump the fuck off that wagon. It's funny because I just wonder, like, Facebook, how long have they been doing this? And just imagine a server, there's an actual server sitting there somewhere where they have footage of us all looking at our phones like this. I mean, come on, we all know we look like this while we're looking at our phones scrolling through privacy. Am I right? All right, so next up, let's talk about Apple stuff. You probably heard lately a lot about Apple's AR, VR stuff happening, like the AR glasses, AR headset, that stuff. It's supposed to be coming very, very soon. Didn't that all seem a little bit too ambitious? Well, now, thanks to reports from The Information as well as Bloomberg, we have a much more down-to-earth timeline for this stuff. So here's what we're looking at. An Apple AR headset launching sometime in 2022. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, the AR headset will have more room in it for that technology, and then a year later, we can see a smaller version of that in AR glasses. Again, that's the following year. After the AR headset. Words are hard. It also seems like we're going to be getting something even before those two things, something way more logical. Apparently, the new iPad Pro for next year, 2020, will have a brand new 3D system inside of it. The current model for the iPad Pro has one camera sensor in it, whereas this new one, the new iPad Pro for 2020, would have a pair of camera sensors, and then beside that would be another hole for the 3D system. And this would allow people to create 3D representations of rooms, objects, and people. Like, that's the simple stuff. I'm sure there'll be other features alongside that, but that's a good starting point. I mean, I'm still very excited about this stuff, specifically AR stuff and AR stuff from Apple. I mean, don't get me wrong, VR is great. There's a lot of great use cases for VR, but AR, my friends, is the future. Okay, last up, let's talk about the Samsung Galaxy S11. Yeah. That's the next one, I think. So according to our friendly neighborhood ass universe, the actual hole punch in the Galaxy S11 is going to be more similar to what we saw with the Note 10. So instead of a hole up in the corner, we're going to actually have it right in the middle, but the hole itself will be smaller than what we saw in the Note 10. Now, the whole reason why I'm putting this in the show right now is actually to give some credit to Ass Universe. Like, I want to point something out. I want to see more of this. So alongside all this stuff, he actually tweeted his own render of the Galaxy S11. But the thing I want to point out is in the tweet itself. He said, "This is the Galaxy S11 rendering I made based on the leaked information. Don't take it seriously, it's just my imagery." Yes, thank you. Thank you, Ass Universe, for leading by example. You've heard me say this. You've heard me call other people out for this. Creating their own concept mock-up renders bullshit, and then not disclosing anything properly, and then having stupid fucking tech press media websites running with the story as if it's an actual render, as if it's the actual phone coming up. You know who I'm talking about. I don't want to say that this is because of me. I don't take any credit for this. The reason that leakers and concept artists are changing their ways a little bit, specifically tech blogs as well. Looking at you, BGR! But nonetheless, it's still great to see. Ass Universe, you get an A+ from me today. And that's it. That's the show. Hopefully you liked it, you learned something. If you did, hit that like button. If you hate my stupid face, the dislike button works too. If you're new here, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.